And he's got 4 out to the 29. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On second down, just keeps firing. The sure hands, it's Tate. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Howard. Dumps it off in the flats. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Hit as he throws. Can't make the play on the interception. And, man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. This defense has to hold it right where it is. Score tied late in the game. They'll throw it on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Unloads it left. Got his man. Touchdown, Texas! They move on top here in the 4th. Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Now, last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. Feeling some heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Howard. Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game, the defense knows they're going to throw the football. First down, they get sacked. Second down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going
to throw it over the top of the knee. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he's got it! Touchdown, Ohio State!
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Did you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Bolden. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. So here it is, plenty of time to go and an opportunity to move the ball down the field and win it, David.
Yeah, and you rep this every single week. The 2-minute drill, you got to be precise. You know exactly what your favorite plays are, Palmer. Go down the field, get me in field goal.
And it comes down to the awareness, right? Especially at the quarterback position. You're understanding the timeout situation, working the boundary in the sideline. What's the clock showing me? It all comes down to this.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Dropping back, it's Ewers. He's right on target. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's...
The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. And the offense gets the ball back. How lucky are they? 5 points of pressure, high and tight.
These running backs have to keep 5 points of pressure on the ball, especially against this defense that prides themselves on creating takeaways. And the offense, real lucky they jumped on that one.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Taking it the other way. First play of the first possession of OT. Back to throw, it's Howard. Fires to the wideout. If he runs this back, this game's over. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick.
Oh, that's a throw the quarterback would love to have back. In this juncture of the game, it's overtime. You're down in the red zone. You know the windows are going to be small. Just got too aggressive with his decision-making. Throws the costly interception. Now the opponent's about to take over, and if they score, they win.
Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Off play action on first down. Caught near the sideline, it's held. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down.
Yeah, that's a big gain down the field, and the big fella was wide open. I'll tell you what, nobody around. The defense kind of lost sight of him, and he took full advantage.
And the short completion brings up second down. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, and it's intercepted, a turnover in overtime. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one.
And what a mistake by the offense. Here in overtime, throwing that interception. They're now going to give the ball to the opponent. All they need is a field goal now to win.
Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. If he houses this, it's ball game. Got room on the return. Bringing the heat. And the takeaway is the exclamation point. The game saver for the win.
That's a throw the quarterback would love to have back. You're obviously down here in the red zone. It's overtime. The windows are going to be small. He just got a bit too aggressive with his decision-making. The defense makes him pay. And now they're giving it back to their offense with a chance to kick a field goal here and win.
Here comes the offense on first down. Back to throw, it's Howard. They're bringing heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires into the end zone. Oh, and this one's picked off. A huge overtime turnover. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick. And, man, just a soul-crushing turnover by this offense here in overtime.
It's so tough throwing the ball down in this area of the field, right? The windows are so much smaller, and they open and they close so much quicker. You've got to be so precise with timing and accuracy if you're the quarterback. And that time, it came back to bite him. Just didn't execute well enough.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. If he runs this back, this game's over. What a finish! What an unbelievable way to win the game. The pick-two return for victory. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, David.
Yeah, right.
If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome, back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, where the horns are up and this burnt orange crowd is ready to help Texas hook 'em. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Longhorns will get us started with the opening kickoff. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but... Austin, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. This is not your run-of-the-mill regular season game. Instead, it is a top 10 clash, one team hoping to make a giant statement. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bolden. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to take a shot right away. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Fast motion from the offense. Dropping back, it's Ewers. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
And guys, this 3rd and long is not exactly how they drew it up. Hopefully it's not an indication of what we'll see the rest of the game. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pass on the way, it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Number 1. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point is good.
7, Texas, 0.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive there.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Ewers. Spits it out to the back. Got his man quickly. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll throw it on first down. Lets it fly. What a snag by the defense. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got 1 pick. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute. I got to get me one too.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Throwing right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Off play action. Getting some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Longhorns! They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits those uprights right in half. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
Texas.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Frazier. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Got it in the middle, it's dealt. And he's brought down after a nice gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure coming. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking downfield, it's back. They're setting up the screen. Still running at the 40. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from...
He lost it high and deep down the left side. He's got it. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
With the grab.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Texas.
Coming out with it, it's Bolden. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I feel like the defense is just living rent-free inside the quarterback's head right now. Of course, they got the pick last drive, and they almost got a pick right now. Right now, they are fooling this quarterback with pre-snap and post-snap looks. This quarterback doesn't know where to throw the ball.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's caught. He's off to the races. Running inside the 20. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. They want to just keep throwing it. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Past the 50. The 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Sending the offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, but they're able to score some points. And you've got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Texas.
He'll bring it out. It's Bolden. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play?
He uncorks one deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Texas!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Just
can anyone catch him? He's at the 40. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches, but just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They'll immediately call timeout.
This defense needed something to go right, man. They're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. He's got his man. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Caught near the sticks, it's Etienne. Touchdown, Dogs! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half.
14. Texas.
He'll bring it out. It's Bolden. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you...
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Welcome, everyone, to Beaver Stadium, nestled in Bucolic State College and home of the Penn State Nittany Lions and one of the loudest, most passionate crowds you'll find anywhere in college football. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 3rd-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. We'll kick it off to get us underway. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll run it to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the...
He lobs one high down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponents. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Wants to throw. It's Allard. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside for the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
When you think about it, when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's just a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that when you're looking for the 1st down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Pocket starts to collapse. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Complete out of the backfield. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
On 4th down, going to the air. Finds him out of the backfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Got it! That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State! The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. One final play before the end of the quarter. Going up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Penn State 7, Ohio State 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Extending the play. He'll throw one to his right. A strike downfield. Hit the afterburners, kid. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Judkins. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Trying to get to him. And the defense gets to the quarterback. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we could go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young, just recently, the guys that they put their hand in the dirt and they go make things happen, get after quarterbacks like you see right here.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. He's looking to throw. He's got the back in the middle. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
It's first down from the 11th. He wants to throw. Buys a little time. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to throw, it's Howard. Takes the easy completion. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big play there.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks the throw.
Oh, picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Fair catch, called for and made. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at 3rd.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game.
As they say around here, keep Austin weird. They're going to keep it electric today inside Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, home to the Longhorns. Today, a ranked versus ranked matchup as a couple of top 25 teams get set to go jaw to jaw. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Longhorns will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense set on 1st down. Give to the back. Fakes his man out. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into...
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. It wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Looking left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Ewers. They'll run the screen. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for once.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Safe completion on the screen. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, part of making the running back screen work is you really have to sell it, and you got to let that pass rush get upfield and throw it at the last possible second in Pollock, and he got lit up on that.
He did. Great toughness, but, man, there's nothing worse than being a defensive lineman. You think you beat the offensive lineman so quick, and you're so good, and then you realize he let you right up the field. And they were throwing a screen right behind you. Nice execution by the offense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Looking to throw, it's Beck. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch.
And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Touchdown, Cyclones! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicky.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. He's looking to throw. Going for the big play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that pass picked off. Bringing it back. The 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. To the air. It's Beck. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Quarterback will audible. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He rifles one deep to the left. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
That's a really nice-looking catch, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams, Jordan Shipley, Not too many. This guy, though,
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now the play fake. Dances away from the heat. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. On the run, fires downfield. And that pass intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. They've got the screen set up. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
A lot of times when that ball's come out, you can tell the offensive linemen want to get those defensive linemen's hands down. They want to hit them, engage on them. Great job by the defensive end, getting his hands up in the air and getting the deflection.
He'll just keep slinging it. Got it in the middle. It's Higgins. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The Cyclones want to pick up the tempo. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Tight end finds a soft spot, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass, it's Beck. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the 1st half.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. Just under half a minute to go before the break. They'll take over 1st and 10. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Rifles it down the middle. And it's picked off for the third time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. The D coordinator's got to love that.
Quickly complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The throw to the outside is complete. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. 1 more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw, it's back. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, the quarterback's throwing from the pocket. He's trying to fit that football into a real small window down the middle of the field, and the defender's hit was able to jar the ball loose from the receiver. Great job.
It is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. And the Cyclones will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this 3rd quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Dances away. Keeps it and gets past the chains. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the 1st down. Just so hard to defend.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. Throws into the middle of the field. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire now on 2nd down. To throw, it's Ewers. He unleashes a long one. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
That's a bit of a gut punch if you're the offense because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception.
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. The quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on this.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
On the run, it's Hansen. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Beck. Looking to the big tight end. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Polly.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Looking to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Blue. Touchdown, Longhorns! And that one will give him the lead.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They've got to start playing some better defense when the 3's coming soon.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Gets it out quickly. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Texas 21, Iowa State 17.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
On the run, it's Hansen. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Threw a pick last time, almost threw another one, but you know what? I like the fact that this dude has no conscience.
None. Arm arrogance, right?
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. They'll go to the ground.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
He's got the tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
I think on offense here in a 2-minute situation, down a possession, you got to think about taking shots down the field. The quick game, these screens, bubbles, swings, that's not going to work here.
Throws for the tight end. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that 1st down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Scanning the field, it's Ewers. Skips away from pressure. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Catch in the middle. It's held. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Hauls it in. Oh, look out, there he goes. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, and this is great offense. You want to finish it. You want to finish the drill with your offense on the field.